Let's do this.
Okay. What?
Is it working?
I'm doing it wrong. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carrie. If you are new here, hi, hello, nice to meet you. If you've been here before, hi, welcome back. You probably know that this is my husband, Alex.
Hi.
We are doing something a little bit different today. We're switching up the vlogs. We just celebrated our 1-year wedding anniversary, so we went out of town. We haven't been vlogging, and we were like, we just need a fun, chill, lighthearted video that is going to make us laugh and you laugh. I feel like it's a perfect time of year to kind of just like sit back and laugh at our expense.
And at each other.
Yes.
And at ourselves.
Yes. Some of these things Alex may have already tried in his life, because if you did not know, Alex is a Kiwi citizen. He's a dual citizen of the US and New Zealand. Mm-hmm. We together have lived here in New Zealand for about a year. Mm-hmm. There are things here
that none of us have tried.
That we have not tried at all.
Nope.
Particularly a couple of them that I'm very excited to try, like fairy bread. Yes. And others that I'm a little bit nervous about. I asked you guys on my Instagram, all of the people that are following me from New Zealand, I asked, hey, can you guys send me some ideas of snacks that you would want us to try on camera? And so I pretty much picked out exactly what you guys sent in. Some of the things I couldn't find, but for the majority, we were able to pick up.
We have a lot of really good Kiwi snacks here.
Yeah, and we had to prep some of them.
Should we run through what we have?
Definitely. You want to do that?
Okay, yeah. So, first off, we have a Perky Nana, which I just think
I have no idea what it is.
A great name. We have a bag of Lolli Bites.
As in lolly cake.
We have baby fish. We have a Kiwi Party mix, which we might have been partying a little hard and jumped into already.
We couldn't contain ourselves.
It's hard like having all of these on your kitchen countertop without diving in. We have some Pascal pineapple lumps, which we froze.
Yes, they're frozen because a lot of people said pineapple lumps and then they would put in parentheses frozen. So.
We have a triple chocolate chunk cookie time cookie.
I think the whole idea behind this one was cookie time cookies. I guess they're big around Christmas time. I don't know if we got the right one. We'll see later.
We have a Whitaker's peanut slab.
Lots of people recommended that. An LNP fizzy drink.
We have Tim Tams,
which we have a funny story about them that we'll tell you guys a little bit later on.
We have Marmite,
which we know that there is a little bit of a debate between Marmite,
a rivalry, one might say,
and Vegemite.
Yes.
So we'll talk about that a little bit later.
We have Whitaker's Hokey Pokey Crunch.
I think the whole idea behind that one is Whitaker's, the classic, and then this is a new flavor, the Hokey Pokey Crunch. Hokey Pokey is a classic. It's my favorite ice cream of all time.
We also have a plate full of kiwi bread sandwichy creations, and then obviously couldn't do this without a kiwi fruit.
Looking at you, babe.
Yeah, fairy bread, Marmite on toast, and lo and behold, a Marmite
chip
sandwich.
Didn't know that was a thing.
So there's a lot of stuff that we're gonna be diving in.
Cannot forget.
No, we can't.
The classic kiwi onion dip with
Bluebird Originals.
The ready salted chips. And I thought that it was salt and vinegar, not ready salted, but I got a lot of people saying ready salted. So let me know in the comments below if it's the salt and vinegar, which I think I'd prefer because I love salt and vinegar chips, or if it's really truly the classic ready salted.
And it's all getting washed down with New Zealand's world famous LNP lemon and pyroa, made in the little town in the Coromandel area, Pyro.
This is a husband and wife collaboration video right now. So over on Alex's video, we did New Zealand slang, the dictionary. We just picked out random words and we tried figuring out what they meant. And
it's a game where we quiz each other on random New Zealand Kiwi phrases and words and try to guess what they mean, giving a little bit of context. And then it's a contest to see who knows more Kiwi slang.
So definitely go check out that video over on Alex's channel. I will put a link for it in the description box and I'll put a card for it up top here. And go have a laugh at our expense like you will right now as well. So here we go. I think we are going to start off with, a classic, the peanut slab. This is Whitaker's chocolate, which is You know,
made in New Zealand.
It's everyone when I came to New Zealand was like, you got to try Whitaker's chocolate.
So Cadbury is another huge brand, but Cadbury is actually a brand from the UK. Whitaker's is made here in New Zealand. It is a New Zealand brand, and my dad is such a huge fan.
You've definitely tried
I've tried it. Every time I came to New Zealand, it would be an LMP, a meat pie, and a Whitaker chocolate slab from the local gas station.
And we do not have a meat pie here today. We have had them here in New Zealand. We
Awesome.
are fans.
Yeah.
We just live in the country, and so we went to the grocery store last night, and running over to the grocery store is not as easy. So I'm gonna take a bite of this. I've never had it before. It's very chocolatey. It's already all over my fingers, especially because it's hot in here.
Smells good.
Very peanutty. Like, they do not hold back on the peanuts, which is very much appreciated. I think that a lot of the times when you get a chocolate bar of any sort and there's peanuts in it, they can be kind of like stingy about the peanut.
Not at all stingy about the nuts in there.
They do not hold back at all, and that's very much so appreciated. Now, we're going to wash it down with a little LMP. Okay? We're going to probably woo! So in New Zealand,
look at that carbonation.
they call sodas like fizzy drinks, right? Or is there a difference between soda and...
I don't want to say any blanket statements that could be totally misinterpreted.
That's true. I understand
Because I've said that before in a previous video, and people got very angry at me.
And I kind of have like an out, but...
I said that potato chips were called crisps here. And I made a huge mistake because they are called potato chips, although there are brands that call themselves crisps too.
Lemony goodness.
This is just like...
My hands are so wet from that.
I don't drink soda pretty much ever.
But you love LMP.
But I can tell you that LMP is so good. It's so unique.
Yeah.
The flavor is just unlike any other flavor of a soda that you've ever had.
It's like a lemony, like...
It's kind of like a Sprite, but mixed with a ginger ale, maybe?
That's what I was going to say. Like, the closest thing you could imagine to it is a Sprite.
But then maybe with some ginger beer mixed in there or something.
Something like that.
It's like a shandy.
A shandy.
It's a shandy of
but no beer.
lemonade and ginger ale.
We just learned the word shandy over on Alex's channel. Next, we are going to dive into these chicken-flavored chips.
Wait. Great Uncle Kenny's amazing Changi Chips. That's what they're called. Okay. Let me just read. I want to read to you. First off, the cover is amazing, but the name, Great Uncle Kenny's amazing Changi Chips, established in 1649. Chunky, crunchy, crispy, brass kettle fried, corrugated chips, chicken, and it's not even. It's spelled Chickan.
Grandma's crispy roast chicken flavor. So this is a thing in New Zealand. Chicken flavored chips. So we are going to, I don't know if these are the ones that everybody recommends, but at the end of the day, they looked very interesting to us.
Definitely chicken flavored.
Straight up roast chicken.
Pretty good.
How do they get that taste? It's like roast chicken.
It's pretty good.
It's not just chicken, like it tastes like roast chicken. Straight up.
Not
like,
fried chicken. Okay, these are great.
Whoa. Next, we are going to try the pineapple lumps because they're frozen, and they're probably not going to be frozen by the end of this. Oh, they're like, how are they pulled? So many people recommended this.
There's real fruit juice in there.
Interesting.
Okay, I like it.
I kind of like them.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan. I didn't think I was going to be a fan because, to be honest with you, pineapple flavor things can be a hit or miss for me. Yeah.
Chocolate.
Would you
It's like a nougat inside.
It says, would you ever thought that the flavor combination of pineapple and chocolate could work so brilliantly? I never did. Since we have this big old onion dip in front of us,
It's like over here just trying to chew away.
As I move on to the next thing.
I'm like still stuck on the last one.
Those are very chewy. But I'm a fan. I'm into them.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I get the frozen bit. I think that they're probably better frozen. So I get why a lot of you recommended that. They're kind of like Milk Duds in the US.
Yeah, Milk Duddy for sure. But just not caramel.
But not... Milk Duds I thought are coconut. They're coconut and chocolate.
No.
Milk Duds. Isn't there coconut in there?
No.
Okay.
Those are those weird ones that come in a blue wrapper that nobody likes. And
I don't know.
That kids give back at
Long
home.
story short, kind of like Milk Duds that you keep in the freezer, and they're really delicious. Frozen, but not as delicious. Not frozen. We've got this big old bowl of onion dip. This is literally the #1 Kiwi classic kind of party dip situation. What it is a can of reduced cream, and then you throw in a bag of powdered onion soup.
Yeah.
And you mix it all together, and you put it in the refrigerator for at least 20 minutes before consuming. I think it should be longer than that. I'm not sure, so let me know in the comments below where yeah, they will, where I'm like wrong here or not.
I think 20 minutes is the minimum.
Yeah. I did a TikTok where I tried this and I did not put it in the refrigerator, and people got very angry with me. So that does tell you that I have tried it before. And I will say, I'm definitely a fan of this dip.
I kind of will say that I wasn't a huge fan, but it's grown on me.
It's growing on you?
Yeah.
You were hesitant.
I was a little hesitant. I'm like, why? Like a
When I heard...
soup in a bag in a bowl with cream, and it just kind of sounds like a lot of strange
When I
things
heard that it was
combined.
an onion dip of sorts, I was like, I'm in. I don't even need to try it. I already know I'm in. And I was in. But I like it with salt and vinegar chips. The best. So good.
It is good.
It's so good.
It's bizarre. It's kind of unlike anything that I've had before, but it's good.
It's very random because it is like a packet of onion soup.
Yes.
Like, who came up with that? And then it just like came all the rage.
It was definitely made by somebody who like hadn't been to the grocery store in a while, was at the end of what was left in the cupboard, saw those two things, mixed them together, had a bag of chips. And
I think the nice thing about this is that you don't need a refrigerator. Like, obviously, you put it in the refrigerator before you consume it, but you can keep it stored for long periods of time to just kind of like pull out whenever
when you have
people over.
Yeah.
Which is,
Or whenever.
I see the convenience there. All right. Next, we've got Perky Nana. I haven't even read the description of this. I have no idea what in the world
There's
this
a banana
is.
on it, so I guess it means banana.
Banana flavored chew bar covered in delicious milk chocolate.
I'll be real, I didn't put 2 and 2 together with the banana, and I actually just kind of thought that it was like a very alert grandmother. A Perky Nana. Jeez, your grandma pays attention. Oh, look at that pull. I want to try.
Jeez. God.
Wow.
Is it always like that, or do you think it's just because it's where
A little
it's
bit
hot in
melty.
here? I like it. That's it's like taffy.
It's toffee.
It's like taffy, like banana taffy. And milk
Interesting.
chocolate.
Interesting.
But it's not a super intense banana flavor.
No. That's an interesting one. It's a little questionable. I wonder what that would be like in the freezer. I feel like that would probably be better in the freezer.
Do you think that it'd be too sticky? Could be
I mean,
frozen.
it's pretty sticky
Actually, sticky
right
things
now.
are good frozen. I've
Yeah.
got it all over my hand. What I kind of like about this is that the banana flavor is not super intense. That it's like subtle banana, chocolate around it. I get it. Probably would not be my choice.
Wouldn't be my go-to.
Wouldn't be my go-to at the grocery store, I'm gonna be honest. But if it's around and I want a little
You want to perk up?
pick me up,
Yeah, Perky
I'll
Nana.
go for a Perky Nana.
All right, what do we got?
Should we
I like this plate. I mean, there's a whole
Should
plate.
we dive into that?
I think we need to dive
Let's
into
just
this.
try one thing on that plate.
Okay.
And then we'll go back to another I want to save the fairy bread for later because I've never.
Okay, well, I think we need to do two. I think we need to do a bite of the Marmite, and then I think afterwards we need to try the Marmite sandwich.
I have never had Marmite in my entire life. I have tried Vegemite, so I know to a certain extent what Vegemite tastes like.
So let me just clarify. I know that Marmite is the Kiwi one and Vegemite is the Australian one, but growing up in the United States, in California, in the 90s, Marmite wasn't as accessible. Vegemite was available at a local store, so we grew up, my brother and I, eating Vegemite, usually on a piece of toast with like an egg on it.
So my introduction to the mites, as one would say, is Vegemite because Alex's family had Vegemite. So they would sneak it onto some breakfast and be like, does Carrie like Vegemite? To see if I, was...
I think it's like just essentially like a very B12 heavy like yeast thing. Yeah. I'm really not sure what it is.
I'm going to be honest and just say that this looks like a lot like Vegemite and smells like it. So I don't know if it's how different it is, but...
I'm like used to it and I like it, but I think it's best on a piece of like toast, a little bit of Marmite or Vegemite, some avocado, and a poached egg on top.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I like this better than Vegemite. I think Vegemite is a little bit more of an intense.
Stronger.
Is it stronger?
Yeah, it is.
No wonder, because this is already a really strong taste.
It's kind of a nice like counterbalance to all the sweet and stuff that we're doing. Now, the real question is this sandwich.
So, I guess Marmite and chip sandwich.
So we used
It's a thing.
We used these chips, 2 slices of white bread, and some Marmite.
I think we did it right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
There's your one.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay. It makes the Marmite smoother with the salt.
This is something you definitely need to wash down with an L&P.
What do you think? If I'm gonna have a Marmite sandwich, I would have this because it makes the Marmite a little bit easier to consume. Plus, right there. Plus, growing up, I really loved putting chips in sandwiches. Like, I would get like a turkey sandwich and I would just like fill it with salt and vinegar chips.
I'd put Doritos, Cooler Ranch Doritos.
Exactly.
When we first went out for lunch together, we went to a sandwich shop and then we each got a bag of chips and we like put the chips in our sandwich and we looked at each other and we were like,
You put chips in your sandwich too?
Too.
Knew it was meant to be. Should we do the Tim Tam?
While the milk is still hot.
So we have a funny story about the Tim Tams. We were in MIQ, managed isolation, when we moved to New Zealand. And those of you who don't know what managed isolation is, it is the quarantine that you do at the border in New Zealand when you first come into the country due to the pandemic to keep the country safe. And we did that. And Tim Tam randomly sent us a package.
Little care package.
Yeah, of Tim Tam. So a lot of people were telling us when we got the Tim Tams at the time that we needed to do the Tam Slam.
Which we were not aware or familiar with.
No, and we still don't really entirely know what it is, but we think that it's the process of taking a bite, or maybe
I've read that it's maybe, I think you bite the end off on each end.
On each end, and then use it as a straw with something
And then you use
warm.
it as a straw with a warm beverage. So we
this
have
is some warm milk.
a cup of warm milk. Now here you go. This is the Tam Slam, people.
What?
Is it working?
I'm doing it wrong. Shoot.
I think that That's the slam right there.
Shoot, what did we do wrong? It's gonna turn into chocolate milk though, which is nice.
I don't think you did anything wrong, honey. It's delicious.
Is it because you're just eating the whole thing? How are you gonna suck it if you didn't cut the other side? Okay. Is it just dunking it? What is happening? Are you okay?
I don't know.
I think there's a debate if Tim Tams are also Australian or...
Well, they are Australian.
They're made in Australia, it says on it. But I think that Kiwis have picked it up.
And said it's their own.
And and that's okay. There are a lot of things that Australian has done.
There's a lot of cross-cultural collaboration.
Brother and sister rivalry.
Across the Tasman Sea.
Okay, so Cookie Time was a cookie that a lot of people recommended.
Should we get that milk out? Just saying.
Probably.
Why not? We got a cup of warm milk here. We might as well use it.
Alex loves a good cookie with milk, so you're excited about this. So I got the triple chocolate chunk Cookie Time. I feel like we have Cookie Time in the US, the brand. I don't know. Maybe
Cookie
it's
Monster.
different.
We got a Cookie Monster.
Oh my gosh. It looks amazing.
How do you eat? That's not even a bite. That's not a bite.
I got it we're trying so many different things.
Oh, come on.
We have this, I can taste I think we have Cookie Time in malls in the US.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
Their tagline is Cookie Time for serious cookie munchers.
That's you. So this is the Kiwi Party mix that we already got into last night. I think it's just a random assortment of the Kiwi classics.
I think this is what you would use in a lolly scramble.
And a lolly scramble. This seems to just be a random assortment of the Kiwi classics. We've got, don't know what this is called, some sort of wormy guy. This is like a little berry thingamabob. This is a thing, I think. It's like
this is like an orange raspberry?
Fluffy thing.
Milk, are these milk bottles?
I'm gonna be honest.
This is a marshmallow.
I don't like this one. This, love a good wormy.
Look at the spin. That's like for serious worm connoisseurs.
No, this is like a little jelly beanie thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's just put these ones to the side because we've got more to try, and it seems like the gummies are all gummy.
There is a milk bottle, which is a fairly popular one. Mm-hmm. Maybe there it is. Grab the milk bottle.
Okay. Oh, it's like the marshmallow thing.
No, it's not though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's just like milk?
I'm pretty sure that this is quite a popular one here. And it...
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Is it? The milk bottle here.
I like that better than this one. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, that is good.
I like that one.
It does kind of taste like milk.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I've never had a milk flavored chewy candy before. Usually they're always fruity.
Baby fish. These came very highly recommended. And they are chocolatey. I don't know really what's on the inside. They are in the shape of a little fish. Probably something chewy.
I know what these are.
You do?
I like these.
Wait.
Yeah.
They put these on
your coffee.
Coffee sometimes.
If sometimes, depending on which cafe you go to here in New Zealand, if you order a coffee or a flat white or whatever, they'll give you one of these.
Little candies. Or
it's like a marshmallow.
But like raspberry?
It's like a whippy. I think they come in a bunch of different flavors, but this one I think is raspberry.
It doesn't really say what the raspberry flavor. Yeah. I've only tried the raspberry flavor.
I think is this a nougat?
A nougat?
Is that what they call it?
I don't know what a nougat is.
It's like a mix between a toffee and a caramel. Or a toffee and a marshmallow.
Maybe.
I think
it's not fully marshmallow, it's like...
Yeah, I think it's a nougat.
I like it.
Those are good. I bet you those would be good frozen too.
Oh yeah.
This one's getting put into the freezer.
Bringing out the fairy bread. We also have a golden kiwi though.
We're going to save that for last.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cheers.
Okay, fairy bread.
So fairy bread is essentially white bread with butter on top, toasted and
these
sprinkles.
And what are they called?
Hundreds
and
thousands of sprinkles or whatever. That's the specific about the sprinkles.
Wow, it just gets everywhere. I think this is a popular thing you give your kids. Mm-hmm. Mm. I like these berries.
I just love that it's called fairy bread.
I mean, who doesn't like sprinkles on things? This is sprinkles on bread.
This is so cute. If somebody were to give me fairy bread when I was little, I'd be so excited.
So
because I just imagine being a fairy and eating
this.
Yeah, it would make me so happy.
Okay, little fairies, it's lunchtime, and we're having fairy bread.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. These are Lolli Bites. A lot of people said to get lolly cake. I couldn't find straight up lolly cake, so I got the bites.
They sell it at like cafes and stuff, or bakeries.
But it looks exactly like the cake that I pulled off online. So
ooh.
When I looked up lolly cake, it looked exactly like this. So this is essentially lolly cake, but in bites. So I think we're getting the same effect.
Looks like you have lollies in a cake. There's some coconut on the outside. I'm gonna be completely brutally honest. I'm not really a fan of that.
Me neither.
I wanted to like it.
It looks so cute.
It looks good.
Oh, this is like the lolly that we just had.
Marshmallows.
No. I'm gonna have to say no go on that.
I think I'm gonna have to pass on that.
I'm gonna have to have just
fairy bread.
Classic cake. And fairy bread.
And fairy bread. All right, this is the Hokey Pokey Whitaker's Hokey Pokey Crunch.
Fan. Absolute 100% fan. Hokey Pokey. Hokey Pokey is quickly becoming and has become my favorite
ice cream.
It's all I ever get and all I ever want.
And if they don't have it, Carrie is sad
about it. Then I always get the Goody Goody Gumdrop one.
Which is kind of like an ice cream version of a lolly cake.
And I feel like
you would have liked it.
Yeah, but
I digress.
Yeah, I like the Hokey Pokey. I love the crunch. I think that Hokey Pokey, what I can relate it to in the US is like toffee, like little bits of toffee. But it's really sad because you cannot get Hokey Pokey ice cream in the US at all. So
it's kind of like a Score bar in the US, which is that thin, or like a Heath bar, the thin kind of toffee, chocolate and toffee.
That's it. Golden Kiwi.
This is the Golden Kiwi. It is a very, very expensive, big earning export for the New Zealand fruit industry.
You can see our little duckies. Going.
There's the Waddles.
Waddles, Brita and Diego are walking across. If you follow the vlogs, you know what we're talking about. I've got kiwi dripping all down my arm. For those of you who are not New Zealanders or don't know much about New Zealand in general, kiwis are not called kiwis because of the fruit. And I think a lot of people get that confused because I see people write kiwi and then they'll put like a little fruit. And I think that's probably sometimes just because the emoji comes up when you write kiwi. But New Zealanders are called kiwis because of the bird that is a kiwi. It's a flightless bird.
A kiwi fruit.
And it is a big deal here in New Zealand.
It's the national bird. It's highly endangered. And
it makes a really cool sound.
Yes, it does.
And that's why they're called kiwis, not because of the kiwi fruit. Although the kiwi fruit here
grows very well here.
Grows very well and is delicious and...
It's not native though.
Oof.
That was kind of hard, to be honest.
Lot.
Like, I don't think I've eaten that much sugar in one sitting since I was like 10 years old.
On like Halloween. That was fun though.
Yeah.
Now let's go like run around.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you are new here and you found this video just because you wanted to see a couple of Americans try kiwi snacks, welcome, and definitely check out both of our channels. We create content weekly about our life here in New Zealand. We recently purchased a homestead and we have been renovating it and just enjoying life here in New Zealand. We really love it here, and we love sharing about it. And definitely go check out Alex's channel, check out the video that we did over on his channel, and make sure you subscribe to him. And also make sure that you subscribe to me as well if you keep coming back and watching my videos. And thank you all so much for watching. I will see you very soon in a new video.
Bye.
Bye.